One of the essential things to know about atoms is you need to know about what actually makes up an atom. And all atoms are made up of subatomic particles. Now, there's some information you need to know about these subatomic particles, and there's three of them that we're going to consider today. And the first subatomic particle that you need to know about is called the proton. Now, when you look at the proton, one of the pieces of information you need to know is exactly where is a proton found. Well, the proton is found in the nucleus of the atom. And the mass of a proton is going to be 1 AMU. Now, AMU stands for atomic mass unit. It is 1/12 of a carbon-12 atom. What's really important for you to know is that a proton has a mass of 1. Now, when we look at the electric charge, a proton has a positive electric charge. So that's where you see the plus there, and that leads us to the abbreviation of a proton. Whenever you write a proton, the best way to write it is a little p with a plus to denote that it has a positive electric charge. Now, the next particle that you need to know about is the neutron. Now, the neutron is a subatomic particle that is also found in the nucleus, and the proton also has a mass of 1 AMU. Now, where it differs from the proton is that a neutron has no charge. We call it neutral. So that's why I put a little 0 there, because it has no charge, which leads us to our abbreviation for a neutron as being N with a little 0. Now, last but not least, let's talk about the electron. The electron is the only particle that is not found in the nucleus. The electron orbits the nucleus in the electron shell or the electron cloud. Now, as far as the mass is considered, we consider the electron to have 0 mass. So it has no contribution to the weight or mass of an atom. The electric charge of an electron is interesting. The electric charge is negative. It has a negative electric charge. So when we write our abbreviation of the electron, we put a little e with a minus sign on it. Now, a question I need to ask you. When you look at an atom, where is the mass of the atom concentrated at? Well, if you said that the mass is concentrated in the nucleus, you are absolutely correct, because the nucleus has got the proton, which has a mass of 1, and the neutron, which has a mass of 1. Now, if you take a look at the nucleus and you take a look at the electron shell or cloud, one of the things you might notice is that the nucleus is going to have a positive charge caused by the protons. Remember, the neutrons won't contribute anything to the charge. But you might notice that orbiting around that nucleus in the electron shell or cloud, you have all of these electrons that have a negative charge. Now, one of the things I'm sure you've always learned about opposites is that they always attract. And that is one of the forces that keeps these electrons traveling around the nucleus of the atom, is the fact that the electron has a negative charge, whereas because of the protons, the nucleus has a positive charge.